Alrighty guys, welcome back. It is Rob here from Rob and Lotus, and today we are going to be playing some Lemmings. It is a fantastic game. It is awesome. It is actually an old school game, but this particular version gives it a new touch, so that's going to be really sweet. I am going to go straight ahead and play. Now, there's all sorts of different styles of the game, right? So you go trial, which is where you learn how to play the game. Fun, which is the easy stuff. Tricky, slightly more difficult. Taxing is when it gets really difficult. And mayhem is just messed up difficult. But I'm going to just walk you through the trial stuff, just to give you an introduction to the game and let you guys know what you're in for. So, let's get ourselves started. So, this particular level, we're going to be talking about Columnas and Lotus. So, as you can see, this is my little cursor here. You can see that running around. So, I'm going to put my cursor on this lemming and give him a little helmet. That means he climbs. And I'm going to give that guy a helmet. And I'm going to give that guy a helmet. And, well, you know what? This guy gets a helmet too. And I reckon, yep, this guy gets a helmet as well. Okay, so what I'm getting now is a whole bunch of umbrellas. This is the floater bit. So, I'm going to give all of these guys umbrellas. What that means is that these guys will actually not die as they fall down this section. The aim of the game is generally to get them from this spot where the cursor is now to this spot here where the cursor is now. So basically, I've done everything I need to do. It's just a matter of time before they get there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to fast forward a bit and my cheeseburgers. All right. Yeah, it's really, really good story, wasn't it, Luz?
Oh,
yeah, very, very interesting. Alright, so as you can see, we actually saved all of the lemmings in that one, so I'm going to go ahead and go to the next trial, which is builders and bashers. So the builders, what they do is they build a little bridge like that, at this sort of incline. And the bashers will punch through walls, because that's what they do best. So once again, I've got to try and get them from here. So this time here, and what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get some of these basher icons here, so this guy here can build me a bridge. And bridge building takes a tiny little bit of time, so I'm going to... And as you can see, oh look, we got this guy up here. Fantastic, so you can build a bridge now. And can't really do anything until I get a basher, so... Let's get... Oh, we got bashers. Fantastic. I'm going to swap to the basher. And I'm going to wait for this guy to bash through this wall. Bash. And bash. Alright, he's bashed through the wall. And bash. And bash. And he's bashed through that wall. Okay, so once again, I've done absolutely everything that I need to do for these guys to get home. So, once again, I'm going to... Really helpful rewind function. Alright, so this guy is actually in the finish line now, and that's all done! Woohoo! Alright, so we're going to go over to the next section. And it's another trial. We're going to teach ourselves about bombers and blockers. So, what the bombers will do is they'll actually commit suicide to put a little crater wherever they're standing. And blockers will stop people from getting to different spots. So they've got to put their hands up like this sort of thing, and they'll stop people from coming past them. Let's check it out. Rightio, so the level has started. As you can see, we've got a couple of little guys coming this way. So I'm going to switch over to the blocker. By the way, the switching function on the PlayStation 3 is the L1 and R1 keys. They'll let you switch between different things. So I'm going to now stop you right there and then blow you up. And... oh no! Badoosh! But it has blasted through that wall. So the next guy, you're next, buddy. Oh, I'm such a rude individual. Anyway. Stop and bang. Wait for the bang. Wait for the bang. Oh no! Badoosh! I am such a jerk to these guys. But that's okay, because as long as their buddies get home, they don't really care. Alright, so you stop right there. And now I'm going to blow you up. And I'll swap straight over to blocker, because what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get a guy down here to act as a stop, because the problem is with lemmings is they can't swim. So they're going to drown if they go down there. So I'm going to get you to just stop right there. And there's another guy coming now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to until that son of a bitch gets here. Alright, he's down there now, and I will get you to block right there, and bomb. So you're going to blow yourself up at that spot. Oh no! Badoosh! And there we go. So they're all going to fall down there. So what I'm going to do, a cheeseburger and chips is the best meal I've ever had. Alright, so that's all of these guys saved, and now we're going to continue forwards. It actually saved a lot more than what I needed to save, which is really, really big. So, let's go! Alright, so we're going to teach you about the diggers and the miners in this one. Now, the digging concept is they're digging downwards, and the miners are not the ones you're thinking of. They're just the ones with the pickaxes. I don't know. Probably. What the question is? What are you thinking of? Rude. Anyway, so let's get this thing on the road. And once again, beside me is Loz, and she is going to be piping in with some commentary every now and then. Alright, come on, buddies. Come on, buddies. Now, the thing about the mining is that it takes a little bit of time for them to actually do it. So, I'm going to get this guy started about here. And I'm going to... I can't believe a father would actually say that to someone. That is so damn rude. Alright, so I'm going to swap over to the digger now. As you can see, we're getting a whole bunch of diggers. And we're going to... This guy is going to come back, but there's also going to be this guy that's going to be falling down here at some point. Either one of them is going to start digging a hole for me. So you can start digging there. Alright, so once again, because the digging takes a little bit of time, I'm going to... You know, that's just what birds sound like nowadays. Oh, alright, so I've actually dug through there, and as you can see, they're on their walk home, so I'm just going to finish it off by... And there we go. Alright, so that's all of those guys home, and we've got one last little teach me level. So I'm going to teach you about lights, teleporters, and columnas in this one. So, let's get straight into it! Head first, because I can. There we go. Actually, so that means, look, if you have a look, you can't actually see a great deal of the level. So, what I'm going to do is, there's a couple of lemmings down there, and I'm going to get a builder, and I'm going to build up after this torch, right there. So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this guy as a blocker here. And I'm going to get this guy coming back as a blocker here. That's interesting. And now I'm going to have this guy as a climber. Let's see if he actually climbs up. Oh, looks like I screwed the pooch on that one. Good thing I got an extra builder section. And that didn't build in the right spot. But let's see how he goes. Right, so I've completely screwed the pooch on that one, so I'm going to restart it. Let's see how we go on this one. I know, I'm such a genius. Such a genius act of geniusness. Alright, so once again, I'm going to swap over to the builder. And I'm going to have him start building basically right on this torch where my cursor is right now. And you'll see him building up momentarily. There we go. Now you can start building. I'm going to swap over to blockers. And he will now... I'm going to have him block here. So hopefully he won't actually interfere with this guy's climbing skills. Now you will block right there. And there we go. So the structure is complete, and now you're going to climb up. And the teleporters correspond with color, so I need to actually get him to the blue teleporter, because that green teleporter there is actually going to kill him. So that's an axe that's going to chop his head off. So he's going to be climbing up, and I'm just going to... as usual. Alright, so now we've got some extra builder, and I'm going to build over this teleporter by that. And hopefully he actually does the job properly, and doesn't fall into the damn teleporter. Because that would be an absolute disaster if he did. Now I will have you build again for some insurance measures. And... oh, finally! Alright, so he's actually going to go through the blue teleporter, which is exactly where we want him to go. Yeah, you can climb that wall a little bit. And now turn on the light. So that little computer just there, that's a cloner. So what it's going to do is actually going to make an exact copy of this guy. So I'm actually going to make a copy of a climber. Fantastic news, but that's okay because the exit is right there. So all I need to do right now is get some pies cooking for us, please, will you, darling? Fantastic. Alrighty, so that is actually it. We have saved 2 guys out of actually 4. It was supposed to be 3, but we gained a 4th one. So fantastic news for us there. Alright, so that's basically it for the Teach Me levels. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to walk you through the first fun level, which is start with nothing, end with nothing. I actually have to save all 100 of these guys, and you don't actually start off with anything, so it's going to be a whole bunch of fun. As is the level section. Alright, let's get this started. So, the first item of business is going to be this bridge. This builder item. So I'm going to have you build right now. And that's awesome sauce, because I need to have him building so I don't bounce off the walls like that. Miner, you can mine right there. There we go. And once again, because miners take a tiny little bit of time, I'm just going to... there we go. And now, can I have you, please, sir, bash through that wall? Good news. Alright. So he's going to bash through the wall. And now I'm going to have you mine from this point. And what's it going to do is actually going to cut down through here. Like that. And then the guys are going to go up the lattice, get this digger here. And then come all the way back. And I'm going to use the digger right there. Because that will give me the minimal impact of people dying. Anyway, so he's going to continue on. I'm just going to... Alright, so he's actually done with his mining. Well, I don't know why birds sound like that. It's just... that's a very interesting thing to think about. But he has the digger now, so I'm going to pick this guy here to start digging. Now, he's going to dig myself a little bit of a hole right there. Right. That. Testing. Perfect. Now, because I've dug that hole, it's basically just a matter of time until all of these guys come back through and it's a finish. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to speed up the count of how fast they come out. Because that means they will all come out a lot faster. And I can actually take it up to 99. And they all just fall down at that particular pace. Which is really good. And with that being said, I'm going to... Please support the wildlife funds. Right, so that's all said and done. And that's it. We saved every single one of them, and it's a very quick time. I think what we're going to do now is we're actually going to call it there. So, that's all we're going to do for this particular episode. Don't forget, guys, if you liked what you saw, like, share, subscribe, send them around the world, and until next time, I'm Rob, and from behind the camera this time, the lovely Loz, we will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.